As you can see, man, you got people already hating. They already hating on the Michael Jackson biopic that is set to come out April 24th, 2026. You got people in the, talking about the trailer. And don't listen, this trailer has did over 120 million in a matter of what? A day? Over 100 million views within a day? And it's still going up. The number's still going up as we speak. So it's probably like 160, if not already 160 million views and over social media platforms. So, I mean, let's just give a round of applause just for that. Come on now. Let's give a round of applause for that, because this is a great news, because it just lets you know how long the people been waiting, how long, supporters, fans, whichever way you want to go about it, whatever name you want to brand it up under. Like, as Michael Jackson fans, because, first and foremost, I mean, Michael Jackson is the greatest to ever do it. And that's not me being biased because me and Michael are Virgos. That's not me being biased because me and Michael, birthdays on the same day, August 29th, so that's just besides the point, But this is going to be something special. But, I mean, you're going to have some hate when it comes to any amount of views you do for anything that circulate and just go viral. I mean, you're going to have the hate because the people want attention and they want to try to spark up conversations just based off of, their own opinions, because people have their own opinions. They have the right to have their own opinions. But that's the key word, opinions. These are not facts. These are not anything that can really shape or mold into what, people can say like, okay, we're going to just, take what they're saying and just run with it. Like, no, I mean, it's their opinion. So it is hate a little bit because I feel like, you don't have to nail, when I say as far as look, I'm talking about like the hairstyle doesn't have to be the same way, that you seen Michael had his hairstyle when it comes down to where he wears specific, outfit. Like the outfit that you seen him wear in the 80s or whichever date range between the 80s, the hairstyle doesn't have to be the same. I mean, I feel like I like it being the hairstyle different from how Michael actually had it when he had on the specific, outfit that we probably have, seen Michael, performing in, and his hairstyle was a certain way in the movie is maybe different. I love that because I don't want everything to be just like, how the way, it was like in real life when it comes down to hairstyles. And I'm only speaking on hairstyles and outfits. So, but everything else looked great. It looked fantastic because, you're not going to get no one that's close to looking like Michael Jackson than Jafar. Let's just be honest. And from the trailer alone, what we already seen, we seen just as much as what we need to see when it comes down to mannerisms and the sound, and to go so far as the laugh. If you heard Jafar laugh, you close your eyes and you will swear that you heard Michael Jackson laugh. It was like a clip or something of Michael Jackson laugh, and they just added on to make it sound like Jafar laugh. That's how similar and how close, and that's just doing an understatement saying those words of how Jafar sounds like Michael, even when he laughs. And then at the same time, have the smile and just deliver it from every single, point that you can pin to Michael, how the way he moved, walked, or, just the simple fact of how the way, Michael's, just his whole aura. And you can't really copy aura. You just have to really be that. And Jafar Jackson, I feel honestly though, with his uncle speaking on it, or how they felt about, Jafar Jackson, him portraying his uncle, Michael Jackson, in the biopic Michael. They said that he wasn't imitating Michael. He became Michael. And this is what I have to say. I feel honestly that Jafar is Michael. I didn't feel like that he had to become something that he already is. You would think like, yeah, he looked like Jermaine, but if you would have to just to see just how the way Jafar Jackson, just his whole attitude and his personality, and just you wouldn't even think that he was even acting. So that makes you think like this is exactly how the way this guy really is. I mean, now he's not gonna sound like Michael when he talks in real life. We know that, but it's like for you to be able to nail something, down as so much of as a laugh, and what we got from the trailer, and when he was telling Quincy to, to turn him up on the phone. And I feel like the guy who played Quincy Jones, I feel like he got the mannerisms of Quincy Jones down packed as well. This film is going to be something or somewhere I feel like is going to be the best biopic, the best movie. I don't even want to, limit it. I feel like I'm limiting it by saying biopic, but the best movie ever. The Jackson 5, if y'all ain't already seen it, the classic, legendary film, the Jackson 5, The American Dream. That biopic movie, with every character, even the one, playing Michael Jackson, I forgot his name, Weiler, something, I don't want to say his name wrong, but long live to him. He passed away. I didn't know that he had passed away until I saw it on Instagram, but he passed away, I think, due to cancer. So long live to him, man. Even when he played Michael Jackson, it made me feel like as if it was actually Michael Jackson. Because one of the scenes when he was in the studio in the booth, when he was recording, it was like pitch black, and it was like the spotlight was just, on him. He was just looking up, he had like the phones and everything. He was just singing. It really did look like Michael Jackson, man. When I was watching American Dream, I actually thought that was Michael playing Michael. I thought they actually put Michael in, the real Michael Jackson, in for that for that minute that they did that scene, because just the look alone from how the guy who portrayed Michael Jackson in The American Dream, he nailed like the look and the movement and just the whole aura of Michael Jackson himself to the T. And it make, like I said, it make you feel like that Michael Jackson, actually, they had Michael Jackson play a cameo of himself for like that minute, for that scene. It didn't really feel like no one was really acting as him, so that guy really, I want to say his first name, his last name was Weiler. I don't like, but if I'm saying it wrong, forgive me. But I really want to get his name right, so let me see something. And y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel if you can't wait for, the Michael Jackson, Michael film movie that is set to release, like I was saying, in April 24th to 2026 next year. And shout out to Lawrence Hilton Jacobs for playing Joe Jackson. He did a great job playing Joe Jackson. And I mean, that had a star-studded cast. Had Terrence Howard in there, Billy D. Williams, Margaret Avery, Vanessa Williams, the light-skinned Vanessa Williams, because there's two of them. Rick Fox's ex-wife. Jermaine Jackson Jr. was in there, too. I forgot about that. Monica Calhoun, who also played in Best Man. Floyd Roger Myers, Ebony Smith, Monica Allison, Lene, Randy Kirby. Man, this movie was filled. This movie was stacked. Eugene Lee. Wiley Draper. Long live to him. So that was his name. And even if you look at Wiley Draper, if you Google it, when you go to the cast, like when they show all of their pictures, he actually looked like Michael a little bit. Like a little smidgen, he looked like Michael Jackson. Like a younger Michael Jackson, he could be. even in the younger picture. So this dude really did look like Michael Jackson. So long live the Wiley Draper. He had passed away, I think, right when they were finna get ready to start. They was getting through wrapping the movie, and I think they was finna go on to start promoting it. And he passed away right before the movie, I think, released. So long live to Wiley Draper. So yeah, but back to what I was saying about the hate. You're gonna get the hate. You're gonna get all that when it comes down to anything that is captivating a lot of attention. And the reason why I say it is because you're gonna always have someone that wanna make conversation when there really isn't. But they want to create something, to create some sort of type of racket, a noise, just to be seen. Like, hey, it's me. Instead of like just actually, I mean, like I said, people have a right to have their own opinion, but you can just tell when the nitpickers are. You can just tell. So people going talking about the suit looking like a Timu type of suit. When they were talking about the blue jacket that Michael had wore, the little fancy little jacket that Michael wore for one of the scenes. And it's gonna be stuff like that, but you don't get mad at that, because it's like the same people that's saying all this is gonna be the first one to buy a ticket. So it comes with the territory, but it's nothing really like, cause for concern or have you feeling like, okay, like this can sabotage the movie, because it's not. This movie's finna do crazy number. And to let y'all know, if y'all don't already know, this Michael movie is only a part 1. I came across, with sources. This is gonna end in a way for this Michael movie, for the first part 1. I think it's gonna end when, I can't really put exactly on the details exactly right now, but it's going to be like in the middle of towards, of Michael's career. But I can't really pinpoint, which part that it is. But I know this is not the full movie. This is just the first part, like part 1. And depending on how good this movie, like the numbers do for this movie, they're going to do a part 2 and they're finishing up the rest of the career of Michael. And it's going to be a part 2 to this. What the numbers is going to do is going to be out of here. So the part 2 should be already green-lit stamp, because we already know what this was going to do, what this is going to do. But this is not the full, Michael movie. This is part 1. So, but I wanted to just, lend my whole take on this Michael movie and the hate, and it's not really going to affect nothing. But yeah, I just want to talk just a little bit about this whole movie and what I think and how great it's going to become, and how it will be or turn out. And this will be a masterpiece and one of the greatest movies ever to be made. But Sensei's Reality, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Y'all already know what it is, man. One love. Peace.